for me, it was like, I just want to sit money somewhere and allow it to do the work for me. That was not Coinbase. This is not anti Coinbase. This is anti me
Anti
having the
crypto.
time to sit and watch it all day long.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to YBI, where we discuss opinions and strategy and grow yourself and your finances. It's Roman and Zion here. How you feeling?
Good, I'm good, bro. How are you?
Pretty good. We got some interesting things going on today. Heard you made some interesting moves.
I did. And as the title of the video describes, I sold everything on Coinbase. Which was pretty interesting. And we figured, why not share with you guys what I did, why I did it, all that good stuff. So about a month or two ago, we did a Coinbase review, and how we were talking about how Coinbase has Coinbase Earn, where you can earn free crypto because by learning about it. So they have different programs where you watch some videos, you answer some questions, and they send you free crypto. And I was like, oh, this is lit. It's the best way for you to start getting into the market without having to actually spend your own money. And we talked about that. So watch the review of Coinbase before you watch this. It'll give you a little bit of an idea of what we're talking about. So I got in on that. I paid probably $40 getting free crypto. And then I decided, hey, I'm going to play around with a little bit of money. So I did this so you guys didn't have to. Don't necessarily recommend if you don't know what you're doing. As always, we're not financial advisors. So we are really just having some fun. So
please seek, if you're making major moves, seek that professional help.
Yeah, I put like 40, $50 in, and I was like, let's just see what happens. In addition to the money that was on there. So this is my Coinbase. So I didn't have it in there super long, but this is a year-long chart for Coinbase for me. So you guys can see the spike, you guys can see some dips. It went up and then went up. So pretty much what happened was, I said, let's see what's going to happen. I bought some random cryptos that I never heard about. What I buy, Roman?
I don't know which
Ample
ones you
Force.
Did you buy it? You bought into Ample?
I did. I had Anchor. I had Bitcoin. I had Courtesy. I had a bunch of different things. So I got several of those from Coinbase within the app just by learning about it. And then I purchased into a little bit more. So that begs the question, why did I get out? The biggest thing is because M1 was showing so much better of a return, and it wasn't as volatile as the crypto was. If you guys have been following along for the last several months, we post about our journey in terms of putting in money, being consistent, being diligent in terms of putting funds into our M1 accounts to show how long-term growth is going to happen if you are disciplined with it. It's a long-term play for that. And I'm looking more long-term to see those results. If you go and watch any of the M1 videos, you can pretty much see a positive trend in how we're doing month to month. If you looked at this, what I just showed you guys in terms of
crazy crypto market,
the market's ridiculous. Let me turn this back off. The market is up, down, side to side. It's loop-de-loop. All this stuff is happening with the crypto market. So you don't really see this in terms of all the spiking and stuff, like not this dramatically in M1. So I decided, it was better for me to sell everything that I had in the crypto market and put it into M1. That's what I did in a nutshell. Why? Because better returns. It's not as volatile. It was very consistent. And Coinbase is something that you need to watch every day. Would you agree with that? Like,
If you, yeah, for short-term plays, definitely. Like I was almost thinking about crypto when I first got into crypto as more of a long-term play. And I'll show you guys mine in a second here too, as to why I kind of thought like that. But yeah, with this the way, of course, the I don't know, it's probably more of a correction more than anything about how much crypto's performance has just been over the last month. But yeah, definitely. And especially once you sign up on Coinbase, they send you notifications for the things you invest in when they go down 5%, 10%, whatever. So you see those like notifications and it kind of freaks you out a little bit. You're like, okay, I need to get out now, or I need to buy more now. I got to see what's going on. Oh yeah, definitely. Crypto overall, especially when you're just doing ones like Ample or some of the other ones, I feel like they're definitely shorter plays where you're kind of getting in and out and trying to basically do quick day trading, which there's some people out there who can do pretty well at that and make some money, but you also could lose money pretty quickly if you don't get out at the right time.
So pretty much exactly that. I saw that there are points where it's spiking and it's not. And if you have time to kind of sit and watch as the market is fluctuating, you can buy and sell in a day or in some hours and make a decent profit. For me, it was like I just want to sit money somewhere and allow it to do the work for me. That was not Coinbase. This is not anti Coinbase. This is anti me
Anti
having the
crypto.
time to sit and watch it all day long.
It's more like anti crypto trading.
Pretty much, pretty much. I was like, my portfolio is doing so much better in theory. Because if I had taken that same money that was in Coinbase, left it in there, sold some at the right time, bought a little bit more, sold it at the right time, bought something different, I probably could have made the same thing, but I didn't have the time to kind of just sit and watch to see what it was going to do because I watched it spike at one point and I was like, I should sell. And then I was like, oh, wait, let me go and turn the oven on because I need to make my lunch or something like that, where it would always be something else would be popping up. And because I am just like, I had too much going on. So my play for me was to pull everything out of Coinbase and to put it all into M1. That was my thing.
Hey, and if anything, that's the move to make.
I mean, it made perfect sense for me. It made
Yeah.
so much sense. If you're somebody that has a little bit more time, um, go for Coinbase. See what happens. See what happens because again, you can make some free money, and then you don't have to keep those stocks. What I did was before I sold everything, I switched everything into crypto. I mean, into what's the big one? Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name. Not Doge, Bitcoin. I put everything into
No.
Bitcoin. There wasn't a fee for that. There wasn't a fee for me to transfer Ample into Bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I could move those without a fee, but if I sold them individually, I would have to pay a fee for every one. So I put everything into Bitcoin, watched Bitcoin until it got up to a certain point, and then just sold it. So it was a little bit easier for me to just shift everything around and still be able to get around the fees for having to sell each individual one. Because I had a portfolio of like
Yeah.
10, I was like, let me just put everything into one, wait for that one to go up, then hit sell. Um,
Smart
took
move. That
all
was a
that
good
money,
move.
took all that money, which was only like $80. I took that and I put it into M1. And then on M1, we're looking at, I don't know, 7% return right now.
Yeah,
So
and
it was
we have
easy.
a quarter review coming up actually in the next week or so. Once this quarter goes out, we're able to show you guys what that looks like. Definitely, I'm excited to see what this first quarter. As the first quarter we've shown them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, first
Since
quarter.
July. Yeah. I
Yep,
mean,
yep,
since January.
yep. Nice. Yeah.
What you got to show us?
Oh yeah, yeah. So I've had my crypto portfolio slightly longer, probably for like the past like year or so, or share. So over the past about year, when I around July, we're almost in June now, you kind of see where I kind of started there with crypto, and you kind of just see how much it steadily just grew over time. And I wasn't investing like a lot of money. Like I've always had it set to where it's like $10, 10 or $20 kind of goes in there. So a lot of this growth right here has just came just from the market growth. And then here's when I sold at one point because I was like, well, this has been doing really well. Let me sell off some. And then it started growing again. And I sold off again around here. But what I noticed over this past like month or so that you can see through this kind of chunk here is how much, I guess when you look like that, it doesn't like it's gone down that much. But you think out the entire year, you could definitely see how it's kind of corrected itself from where it was a few months ago. So I was telling Zion before we started recording was more like this might be a good time to enter the crypto market if you were interested in crypto, but then you have to have the time to kind of watch it more or less. And this is over a year of just watching this chart here. But I'm not getting rid of my crypto. That's my all in all argument on this. Um, right now, I think I calculated because the way Coinbase kind of has a portfolio set up, it doesn't show if your portfolio is really up or down. You don't see like a net gain or loss or anything for it. I ended up going through just like my transactions like on Ethereum and like just adding up how much it was after each of these. And so far, I've still only got about $230 in Ethereum, but it's still worth 500. So I'm still up in a lot of my categories for it, which is why I'm not selling at this moment. And I am interested to see. I want to keep some money in crypto just so I can see what it does over time. I'm not sure how it'll do over time, but I'm interested to kind of just ride that wave with it. And don't be wrong, if I see it go more to that level where it is kind of hitting my about cost basis, I probably will sell. Like if it goes down like another like 20-30%, I'll probably end up starting to sell some off just because I want to do a stop loss at that point. But right now it hasn't hit that floor level yet. So I'm interested to see where it goes. Not sure what it'll do. It's crypto. You don't really know what's going on with it. Like when I first started investing in crypto, I always saw it. I still kind of no. I first saw it as a hedge against really the dollar and inflation for most cases, kind of like gold or precious metals. But that's kind of was more or less with Bitcoin and Ethereum than I saw with Doge or what's the other one, Stellar Lumens or even Monero, anything like that, Monero or any other cryptos kind of hitting the marketplace right now. I didn't really see it like that. So that's why I was like, oh, I'm gonna throw money in here and kind of let it sit. And no matter if the value goes up and down, I'll just kind of let it sit. But seeing how the performance kind of been over this amount of time, I'm not for sure anymore. Crypto has been like you said, it's a loop-de-loop. It's kind of know where it goes. I've had this strategy of just I'm going to hold while I'm up, and if it goes down to a certain point, then I'll start to sell off. And also, if it goes up to a certain point, I'll start to sell off. Because if you notice in crypto, once it goes up 50% or whatever, usually there's a sell off or sell off at some point. If it goes down 50%, there's going to be a sell off. So finding that kind of happy in between of knowing when to sell off and buy back in is an investing strategy in itself and going back and forth. But like Zion said, you may not necessarily have the time to do that. And it might be over months that you might decide to do that strategy. It could be over weeks or days, but to have the time to really sit there and pick out when you're going to always enter and exit the market can be a little bit much for people, especially if you're going to have more passive income and passive investing where you can throw money in there and let the money just work for you and not have to worry about having to check on it every day. Or you get the notification like, oh, Bitcoin dropped 10% today or whatever's going on.
Absolutely. So exactly. I mean, like, I feel like it's all in the type of investor that you are. If you have time, if you have a lot of money and are looking for short-term gain, Coinbase may be something that you look into. Do kind of a day trading. Talk to somebody for sure because it's difficult. It can be challenging. You have to
Very
know when to.
risky.
It's very risky,
It's
and you
gambling.
have like buy in right now, sell off immediately. Like, like there's a lot to it. If you are more passive, if you feel like, you know what, I just want to be able to sit my money somewhere and allow it to continue to grow over time, more of a long-term play, then follow the M1 reports that we're doing on a monthly basis. Those can help you a lot, just to make a portfolio, to assist in whatever else it is that you're trying to do. That's more of the play that I'm at right now, and that's why I sold everything in Coinbase.
And I'm holding because so far I'm still up from when I started. And I do kind of want to see where it goes with the crypto market. I don't think crypto's overall going to go away, but I am not also completely. I am not a hodler. That's what you say it, holder or whatever, hodler. Where I'm just like going to hold on for dear life, no matter what it does. I don't care. But I definitely will. I like to have some exposure in different markets, so I will probably hold on to it until something. See what happens with it. See if Elon Musk sends out another tweet.
That's the thing. I'm not saying I'll never get back into it.
But for right now, it wasn't the time.
Exactly where I'm at right now. I would rather just take my 7% that I know that I'm pretty much at right now, and that's pretty consistent because I've had stuff that's been up at like 19%, and then I've had stuff that's got some losses. So I'm averaging like a 7% interest or a 7% rate right now, and I'm like, I'm good with that. Let me take my
Yeah.
money and run. So
And for the people listening to the audio too, who didn't really get a chance to like see the charts full on, it really just kind of showed basically over the past year, the crypto market overall is up, but over the past 3 months or so of doing that, it's gone down about another like 30 to 50% in the overall market value that it's kind of gained. So having that kind of drop off is kind of let down and be like, right now is not a good time to really necessarily stay in the market. For more long-term people who really love crypto, this could be a good time to enter the market. It really just depends on where you want to be at and how you want to invest and where your risk level is. Let us know down below, guys, in the comments below about where you're at with crypto, how you feel about it, what's going on. If you guys want to hop in our Discord server and chat with us about it, you most definitely can. I'm not too bullish on any other one of any cryptos, but kind of see what my portfolio, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Litecoin are kind of definitely my kind of main ones. I did throw some money in Doge just to kind of like look at Doge and track Doge. And I was like, well, if I make some money off of it, whatever, I'll hop on that meme trail for a little bit. But other than that, keep strong on the strategy and get it in. Make that money work for you.
that's what the play is at the end of the day. So I feel like that's just gonna wrap it up for us today, guys. Put your money where you think is gonna work best for you. Key of the day. Put your money where you think is gonna work best for you. But that's gonna be it. You guys know what it is. We may be young and we may even be broke, but we are always investing. Just depends on what it is. Thank you guys so much. Until next time. Peace.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to Young Broken Investing. We just want to let you know that these are the opinions of the hosts. Are not meant to be the basis of any security purchases or investments. We're trying to give a little information out there for everybody and have fun and be safe.